Okay, let's talk about a phrase that gets thrown around all the time: personal branding. It can sound like this massive, super complicated project, can it? Well, today, we're going to slice right through all that noise and get to what actually works.
So when you hear personal brand, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Is it this confusing maze of marketing strategies and this nonstop pressure to be on all the time? Yeah, if you're feeling a little overwhelmed by it, trust me, you are not alone.
But what if I told you we could just wipe away all that confusion? That the secret to a really powerful personal brand wasn't some huge, complicated checklist, but actually just a single number. It sounds crazy, but it's true. And that number is 3.
Yep, it really all boils down to just 3 fundamental pillars. If you can get these right, everything else just kind of falls into place. So let's dive right into the first one.
First up is the absolute bedrock of this whole thing: value. I mean, think about it. Before you can tell the world who you are, you have to know who you are. You have to know what you bring to the table. This is your core.
So, what do we really mean by value? It's simple, really. It's what makes you different. It's that unique cocktail of your skills, your experiences, your point of view. Maybe you're an engineer who's also a fantastic storyteller, or a financial advisor who really gets the creative industry. See? That special combination? That is your value. And it's the foundation for how everyone will see you.
And here's where you got to do a little bit of homework. Take a second and really honestly ask yourself these things. What am I really, truly good at? What's my secret sauce? And what unique benefit do people get from me? Getting crystal clear on this is the real first step.
Okay, so you've figured out your unique value. Awesome, that's a huge step. But here's the thing. Having value is one thing, but if nobody knows about it, it doesn't really count for much, right? And that brings us perfectly to our second pillar: consistency.
Consistency is basically the engine that drives your brand forward. It's the simple act of showing up over and over again, reinforcing that value you've already defined. It's how you build a clear, reliable picture in people's minds so they know exactly what you're all about. Just think about it for a sec. A message you hear just once? It's gone. It just disappears into the background noise. But when you show up regularly, that's what cuts through. That's how you go from being just another face in the crowd to a familiar, trusted name.
All right, so we've got our value, we've got our plan for consistency, but there is one final piece to this puzzle. It's the glue that holds it all together and makes it truly connect with people. And that third pillar is authenticity.
And you know what? This might be the most important one of all. Authenticity means your brand isn't some mask you put on. It's a true reflection of who you actually are. It's about being genuine, because let's be real, people have a built-in radar for fakes. Real, lasting connections are always built on something real.
And that leads us to this really simple but powerful idea. When you're honest about who you are, what you stand for, you build trust. And trust is the absolute magic ingredient. It's what turns people who just know of you into a community that truly connects with you.
So there it is. Your action plan boiled down to 3 straightforward steps. Number 1, figure out your unique value. Number 2, show up and share it consistently. And number 3, make sure you're being your real, authentic self the whole time. That's it. That's the recipe for a personal brand that actually works and lasts.
But here's a super important reminder. This is a marathon, not a sprint. You're not going to build a powerhouse brand overnight. It takes time, it takes patience. Every single authentic post, every consistent action you take, it's like you're laying one more brick in a really solid foundation.
So, let's leave you with one final thought to get you started on that very first, super important pillar. Just forget about everything else for a moment and answer this one question. What is your unique strength? Start right there.